welcome. Today we are looking at the Austin Sticker Major, taking overview of all that's happening across it and discussing where it could go in the future and whether it is worth investing into or not. Starting us off, it is very heavily led by the holo stickers. If we look, for example, at CSROI and we open the individual capsules and we go to the relative values, we can see that holos are most of its value. The golds are nothing extra. The foils are pretty much terrible, and the papers are absolutely worthless. It's the same for all of the capsules. Some have more better stickers or more popular teams. Some have just one, like the Falcons here, but it's the same trend. So we have the 4 frontrunners in the market with the Liquid, Falcon, Stylu, and Aurora being there a bit as well. Liquid was like the biggest surprise of this one, even though like they're great, they are usually not a popular investment sticker. While Falcons and Aurora being new ones, and Tailu being the Chinese team that's always got invested into, it was kind of expected. But Liquid joined later. If we take a look at the sticker, this is Liquid sticker, yeah. And if we take a look at the graph, all time it started around $8. Well, right after the initial random prices, it was around $8. Then it went all the way to 20. Now it's dropped a bit, but every sticker market did so because of the Stockholm pump bursting. These dropped only around, let's say, 20%. If we take a look at some other markets, as is the RMR, we can see everything dropping 30 to 50, even 70%. Same for Antwerp, for example. That's like 30 to 50, a lot as well. So Austin held up pretty well. I was expecting it to drop more, but it held up quite well. And yeah, the other little holos that if we take a look at the golds, there are like 3 of them that have value. The rest is pretty much terrible. We've never seen such like bad gold prices, but I have to admit that these don't look good. They look good on like very few gold skins that they like fit into. These 3 are the classics, the Chinese teams, Falcons as the new one. They have the value. If we take a look at the foils, pretty much the same story with the teams, and a lot of them are very little value, and the papers, other than Tailu, and some signatures which we get into later, are mostly worthless. So it's mostly just the holos. Their prices are still holding really high, which is kind of surprising for me, because if we take a look at some of the previous sticker markets, for example, here is Rare Atom, which is now sitting at around $40 to $50. It's from Shanghai, so the previous major. It started at around 7, 8, let's say. It was at that point a long time, then it dropped slightly a bit, and then it skyrocketed. Mouse. This is a Mouse Hellos from the same major from Shanghai as well. Similar story, slight decrease at the beginning, then long period of nothing much, and then it skyrockets once the supply gets much lower. But they cost a lot now, but at the beginning they've been quite cheap. They've been $3 this one. If we look at Stockholm with, I mean Copenhagen, with, for example, the Cloud9 Holo, which is really popular, we can see the same story. The price was slowly going down. Then this is the beginning of sale, as you can see by the huge increase. I can try to zoom us in there. A huge increase in the offer sold, going down, and then a bit of stagnation, and now they're going up in the last 3 or so months. So most of the stickers have like those similar stories, but Austin is so far holding really high with these like 4, maybe the Vision and FlyQuest or OG can be put into the category as well. But especially these 4 are the 4 I'm looking at. For example, this is the Falcons. they are increasing in price. Same was for the liquid, increasing in price slowly. All of them like dropped a bit now. Tailu is like one difference there. They were expected to be popular because of the Chinese market, but they still are increasing a bit or stagnated. So prices of these hold up really well. And as we can see in the last 7 days, Tailu, this 2000 offers sold. For Team Liquid, it's 5,000, which is like from the whole time, it's 20k, and 5k of it is just in the last 7 days. So there's a lot of them being purchased. Not so many of them are actually being applied if we look at float. For example, these are the Tailu ones. I'm not sure if it works correctly for them because 79 items only with these sounds absolutely crazy to me. The liquid ones, for example, are doing much better, obviously, with the like application rate. They have around, I think it was 800 or so items when I was last checking. Yeah, 800 items with a lot of free and for crafts. So let's say it's like 2.5k of them are applied already, but the Tailu are really low. But as we can see, like there's been 20,000 of them sold. This is Tailu, my bad. There's 8,000 of Tailu, but 20,000 of the liquid ones sold, and only like 3,000 are applied. So I think a lot of these are investments. That's why I was expecting it to crash with the Stockholm market as well. But so far they are holding strong. Overall, as we were looking at C3, we can see that they have really good return on investments, all of these capsules. And I think in long term they might be a really good investment, especially if the prices stay up, which I'm not really sure about. I think they will go slightly down. Again, when we look at, for example, the rare atom graph from the Shanghai, we can see that the prices were stagnating or slightly increasing, and only after the sale ended, there was less offers sold, so the supply was growing, and only here after the supply starts dropping, the prices will go up. But it seems that a lot of Austin stickers are being bought to be held as investment. Therefore, the real demand won't be that high, and it will mostly be only investment demand. And once that drops, because the hype is over, there will be Budapest Major new stickers with it. It might decrease the prices. I'm expecting the prices to drop to like $10 or so for these that are higher, and Aurora can go to like 7. Aurora Falcons are a bit unique because they are like new teams. This is their first majors, first time you could get these, so it's pretty good for them. But Liquid, I'm expecting to drop, even though like it's probably the best looking sticker out of the whole set. And Tailu at first a bit too. I think like they are in long term, in like 2-3 years, they are going to be more expensive than now. But in short term, in a few months, I think you can. I wouldn't buy them now. I would buy them later. I would wait. I think these prices are too high entry point. I don't see them double or tripling in prices in a year, so the investment is not really worth it. I think there are better opportunities in the market, even though it is a bit tricky right now, as we know with all the pumps. But I think there are still much better opportunities. The possibilities could be, for example, some of these papers with the signatures. JL is popular because how it looks. Some are popular because how it looks like the JL one. Some are popular because of the players like the Donk. But we have a lot of stickers. Yeah, Nico, Jemyang. A lot of these look good. If you scratch them, they look really nice. And if there will be an event with or something new with more night maps, which it seems Valve is setting up for, these will be really good. They will look realistic in that, and their prices will go up. And this pretty much only applies to the papers. And I think some of these signature, something like drops, I think like there's a lot of supply for them right now, but I think their prices will go up if some content like that is added. And I don't see why Valve would add these. Valve would add these type of stickers that glow in dark if they don't want to plan to do something with it. So if you wanna invest into this market right now, what I would do is take some of these. If there are some players you like, or some of these stickers look good to you, you can try to invest into them. The capsules on third-party sites, if you can get them for 20 cents or so, definitely good. If you can get them cheaper than the Steam sale for longer term hold, I don't see a problem with them. And there might be some hidden opportunities here as well, because if you scrape them to like 65 or whatever, you can get only the logo without any of the border, and then you have just pretty much clean sticker. Some of them look really good, but it needs to be the one with like bigger logos. Like Falcons will look good, Aurora will look good, Spirit looks good. But something like Complexity or Envision, the logos are like too small once you scrape the border, so they don't look that good. But some of the ones with bigger logos, like even the FlyQuest, even the M80, even though I don't know how popular that would be, but some of these could be like quite a decent investment in the long term, because some of the entry prices are low, like 12 cents, 15 cents. I think that this can definitely double, triple on price in just a few months. And talking about the capsules, like a lot of people talking about investing, mention only the Contenders capsule, because yes, there's 16 teams there, right? Double the amount of the others, so like the stickers will be more rare. But I wouldn't go all into them. I would also go with the other ones as well, because like the Legends have a lot of good teams, and also the Challengers. Yeah, Challengers. Contenders is the one with 16. I would diversify there, because a lot of people that will be investing for the hold will be doing with the Contenders, and some with the Legends as well. But I think the Challengers will be with the lowest supply. And we can see the unbox synchro is the highest. It's probably because of that it's like the least open one, because it's pretty much Falcons is the only driver and not much else. So we look at the teams, not that popular teams, FaZe is popular, but other than that, some lesser known teams or teams that don't have that big of a followings, and stickers that are nothing special. So it's pretty much open just for the Falcons hunt. And I think it will be the one with the least supply at the end. So these are my tips. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.